Maryland.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Where are you zooming in from?
From Maryland.
Maryland. Welcome,
Yes.
Maryland. Yes. What part of Maryland?
Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Oh, I've been there. I know that. Oh, wonderful.
Great.
Prince George's County, right?
Yes, yes.
I used to live in DC, so I know that area
really?
well. Yes.
Okay, great.
Very
Good
distinct.
good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good morning, Cecil.
Good morning. Good. So I'm glad that everybody's doing good. And I sincerely want to thank all of our guests and all of our future TOB members who are 19th anniversary open house. So can I get a 19 in the chat, please?
I love the energy.
I'm Cesar R. Zoom, and I'm currently the Sergeant at Arms for Toast the Bronx. Now, I would like all of our Toastmaster members and our non-Toastmaster members to help me with the Toastmaster mission statement. The mission of a Toastmaster club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Good. So what a way to start off this morning, this evening, or the night. I'm excited because it's our 19th anniversary. We have a joke master. We have an icebreaker from a new member that just started last week. We have enough. You have to wait until the event past week to listen to our meeting. Now, before we start our meeting, I would like to introduce TOB's president, Wallace Boyd.
Hi. Good morning. Thank you, Caesar, and welcome everyone to our 19th anniversary. It's an exciting program ahead. I was thinking this morning, so what would be the first word of address? Like, what is TOB about? What is Toastmasters about? Toastmasters is fundamentally about people gathering to share their stories. And in that sense, we have a structured program of pathways where we have different types of speeches that we give in order to achieve our various levels in Toast of the Bronx and in Toastmasters. But also, Toastmasters is about leadership. And what you're going to see today is the pinnacle of the leadership of opportunities available in Toastmasters. The program that we're going to experience today was put together by a team of Toastmasters of various levels, including a former president, a former vice president of communication at the helm of this, as well as incoming Toastmasters. And I would just like to take a moment to just recognize those people. I would like to, if Dapo could just recognize those people who were part of the organizing committee for this event. Just if you could just take a few moments to do that, because we don't want to start without acknowledging this program wouldn't exist without these people. So Dapo was the internal guiding force, and Roy Havarnik was the external public relations guiding force as well. So Dapo, would you just take a moment to recognize everybody on your team?
Thank you, President Wallace, and good morning to every single one of you. You all look amazing, and I'm excited to be here today. This program wouldn't happen without the help of the members of this committee, and that's starting with Roy, who decided to just take the whole thing on his shoulder. And this whole thing has been a success because of his technical capabilities, because of his patience, because of his adeptness to make things work. And then we have Sandra, who was just amazing as far as the media and putting together the slideshows that you've been seeing since the beginning of this event. She was able to do so many things. And then we have Grace, who was able to just work in numerous places, going outside and bringing in a lot of people that we just couldn't have access to. We have, and by the way, you could be typing in the round of applause emoji just to show appreciation to these people. And we have Ila has also been super helpful. Ebony also with the design, and Jasmine, we all know Jasmine. Jasmine is someone that's very effective before the camera and behind the camera. She's just super amazing when it comes to getting things done. And we have Caesar, of course, as Sergeant at Arms, was just a life force behind holding the entire team together. And we have Shanta Howard, who was able to just jump into places where, you know, whenever we need help and we need any form of support, she was just able to just jump in. And am I leaving anyone out? Who am I leaving out?
Corinne.
Yeah, Corinne, of course. No, I wouldn't forgive myself. I was looking for Corinne. Yeah, Corinne is like she's like the straight to the point kind of a person. If you want to deal with Corinne, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know everything, because she doesn't like to waste time. She just likes to get things together and get it done accordingly. And she was super amazing as far as getting things done is concerned. And who am I leaving out again? Of course, the people that we reached out to, everyone that's were able to fill in roles, Bill Build, Melvin Pemberton, everyone on the agenda today that's taking part in one form or the other. I just want to express my profound appreciation to every single one of you, as well as our guests. I'm seeing so many beautiful faces. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now, so I'm doing my best to keep it contained, because I'm looking forward to the best show, the greatest show in District 46 that's we all have ever seen. So at this point, I would like to hand over to, and of course, I would like to thank myself as well, because I feel like I left myself out. And at this point, I would like to hand over this event back to the club president. Oh, I wouldn't be doing a great justice if I don't appreciate the club president, Wallace, who has been very insightful, very supportive, and he did what a great leader will do: just initiate the idea and just step back and let people take different form of responsibility. And he was able to help a lot of the club members evolve in ways that they couldn't even expect. So I would just like us to give him a round of applause as I bring him back again to the stage. And if I leave anyone out, please forgive me. Just text me via the chat, and I'll make sure I give you a mention before the event ends. Mr. President, please.
All right, thank you, Dapo. Yeah, it was great when you stepped forward and Roy stepped forward to lead this initiative. I was so excited. I knew that great things were going to happen. And also with Grace in the background being our den mother, so to speak, making sure that we kept moving forward in a positive direction. I knew it was going to be great, and I'm looking forward to the program. Already, we are running short on time here, but I do just want to quickly acknowledge the newcomers to the meeting. I do want to acknowledge our Area 22 Director, Nicole Howerton, who is with us today, and it's so good to see you here today. She's also our new District A Director, our new District A Director. And also any dignitaries. I see the newcomers here. I see Olawale. Of course, Kuba is back, and he's our keynote speaker today, so good to see him. I see Kostubu. Excuse me, could you pronounce your name again for me, please? Okay, great. He said he acknowledged.
My name's pronounced Kaustub.
Yes. Okay, well, welcome.
Kaustub, yeah.
Welcome. So we have Nigeria in the house. We have India in the house. I see a newcomer, Pam Judd, in the house. Your first time here. Where are you hailing from, Pam?
Yes, I'm a member of the Leadership Roundtable Advanced Club, and I'm one of the charter members of Toast of the Bronx.
Oh, awesome. Pam, welcome. Welcome back. All right.
Great
Excellent.
to be here.
Yes. And also I just want to acknowledge Miss Phyllis Vessels, who's from Maryland, the great area of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, in Prince George's County. I see so many members of our sister club. Loretta, do you want to just holler at us to give your club name and acknowledgement? I'll see Kathy here from there. So Loretta, you want to have anything to say? You're muted. Yeah, oh, you're still muted. Oh, you're not unmuting. I don't know why. Okay, well, just Kathy, can you unmute? Well, are we having any problems with people unmuting?
I
think I'm off now.
Okay, there you go, Loretta. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I'm super excited, and you really have done a tremendous job. I tried to reach Pam Judd so many times when we celebrated our 20th anniversary, because she also chartered Co-op City Toastmasters. So I am very, very pleased, and you guys really did an awesome job. Thank you.
Well, all I can say is the team was just awesome. I had almost nothing to do with this. So what, and I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to say that because you're going to see how amazing all the leaders are in Toast to the Bronx. But without further ado, I'm going to bring Dapo back. We will have a few moments at the end of the program if people want to have any special words, but we do have to we're trying to stay on time here. So I'm going to bring Dapo back here. He's the Toastmaster of the day. Just a quick introduction about Dapo. He has been the president of Toast to the Bronx, and he was the president when I joined Toast to the Bronx 2 years ago. I found a picture from 2 years ago. And I have to say that his willingness to bring his leadership abilities to Toast to the Bronx and show up consistently and be on time and always have a positive word to say, help Toast to the Bronx achieve President's Distinguished during his reign and in the previous 9 reigns. So this is an awesome leader. He gave me so much respect for the leaders who come out of the great nation of Nigeria. So please welcome our past president and the current co-chair of the planning committee for this event, Mr. Dapo Ibrahim.
Thank you, President Wiley. You are far too kind. And good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Dapo Ibrahim. I'm the host of today's event. And today's event is packed up with lots of exciting activities, starting from prepared speech to evaluation to table topics. And we have a special keynote session from which we will all get to learn amazing stuff. We'll get to learn about nourishing growth, how we've been able to make this 19-year journey, and how, the vision after this 19-year journey. And one of the things I get to do, one of the most beautiful things about this event is that it gave me the ability to reflect on, for example, the very first day I walked into TOB, and I've said this before, the very first day I stepped into TOB, it was Grace Pemberty giving a speech on servant leadership, and I'll never forget that. And the moment I came into the room and I saw her speaking, and I saw people stepping up, and I saw people giving impromptu speeches and delivering their own speeches, I just knew this was the place to be. I knew this was the place for nourishing growth. I knew this was the place where there is this camaraderie, there is this teamwork, there is this presence, this value, and just the willingness for people to grow and also to help their team members to grow. So this club has been more than helpful, more than insightful. And I'm just so marveled at the fact that we are celebrating its 19th anniversary. If you're excited, please just drop emojis and let me just know you're all excited about this event. And at this point, I'm beyond amazing. I'm beyond amazed to have the presence of Pam Judd, the lady that initiated TOB. Without her, this wouldn't be existing. That's the truth. So please, let's give her a round of applause. 19 years ago, she took the initiative to give birth to this beautiful club that we are all benefiting from today. And saying thank you to you is just the least of what we can do. We appreciate you, we love you, and we are so much looking forward to hear from you today, to give us insight so we could just, learn a lot from you and also just appreciate you for who you are. I've never had the privilege of meeting you in person, but I am still grateful that I get to meet you right here and right now. So please join me in welcoming Pam Judd to come address us as a club. Put your hands together for Pam Judd, please. Pam Judd, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Thank you for this opportunity and for your warm, kind words. Think about your Toastmasters journey in Toast to the Bronx. What moments are you most proud of? Maybe it's giving that first speech. I canceled my icebreaker 3 times back in 1989, but I am most proud of helping to start the first 3 clubs and Toastmaster clubs in the Bronx. The first club was Bronx Toastmasters in Riverdale, and a guest visited our meeting. Her name was Vicki Joseph, and she softly asked, "Could we have a Toastmasters club where I live in the South Bronx?" This was a powerful moment for me because my grandparents and my great-grandparents on both sides are immigrants whose American dream started at Ellis Island, and they made their homes in the South Bronx. My parents met as children on Fox Street. My mother had a thriving business, a fabric store, Georgian's, on East 156th Street, which was famous in the 1950s to 1970s. So the South Bronx is the story of my family's journey and roots. So when Vicki Joseph asked me the question, could we have a Toastmasters club in my community? I recalled the wise words of Anonymous. Anonymous once said, "Well, I wondered why somebody didn't do something. And then I realized I am somebody. I could start a second club with the support of this club's amazing first leaders, the first officers like Maria Cano. Thanks to those first officers, Toast to the Bronx took root at Hostos Community College. And then later, I proudly helped to charter Co-op City Toastmasters. And Loretta, I will make sure you have my updated email, and I will count me in for your next milestone anniversary. But in closing, why should we stay committed to the Toastmasters journey? I think that Maya Angelou said it best. You shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. And your club has given so much nourishing growth. You've given so much back to your members over these 19 years. I know that this club is the place to be in the next 19 and beyond years in the future ahead. So I'd like to say congratulations to Toast to the Bronx on this milestone anniversary, and may you have many more. Thank you again for this opportunity to be with you today on this special day. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Past District Governor Pam Judd and the initiator of Toast of the Bronx. From your speech, I can just see I can see how much you're proud about your handwork. And we are also grateful for your time. We're grateful for your beautiful speech. We're grateful for all that you've done for this club. On the agenda, we have the TOB history report, and I will be calling on one of our most efficient Toastmaster in the house. She is someone that likes to handle things in the most organized way, and she likes to handle a presentation in the most efficient way. She's been a lifelong force behind this entire committee. Please join me in welcoming Corinne upstage, Corinne Walkman upstage, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toast of the Bronx, 19-year anniversary celebration history. Toast of the Bronx first met in July of 2002 at Host Community College in the Bronx. The group has met at several locations over the past years. They include Hostess College, the basement of the public library on Morris Avenue, the church trailer on Webster Avenue, and Lincoln Hospital. They met there until March 2020. In March, due to COVID and the subsequent quarantine, they began to meet virtually via Zoom. Our first members and officers were Toast of the Bronx founder, Pamela Jude, President, Maria Cano, Sergeant at Arms, Javier Guzman, Vice President, Education, Robert Rowe, Secretary, Marvin Butler, Treasurer, Richard G. Henry. Our presidents over the years from 2002 to present, Maria Cano, Robert Rowe, Edwin Rodriguez, Holly Roos Rodriguez, Edwin Borelli, Ralph Beck, Gabriel Pozo, Marvin Butler, Takina Simmons, Mamadou Sonawane, Pamela Parker, John Clowder, Melvin Pemberton, Chandra Nankilo, Grace Pemberton, William Baker, Jasmine Pemberton, Dapo Ibrahim, and our present president, Wallace Bass Boy. Toast of the Bronx has accomplished the following over the last 19 years. Levels of distinction, awards, and contest wins. Talk Up Toastmasters, 2018 to 2019. Beat the Clock, 2005, 2006, and again, 2008 through 2011. They received the following awards. Distinguished Club Program, 2003 to 2004, and again, 2008 to 2009. Select Distinguished, 2005 to 2006. President's Distinguished Perfect 10, 2006 to 2007, and for 11 straight years, 2009 to 2020. Our present officers are President Wallace Boyd, Vice President of Membership, Ebony Washington, Vice President Education, Yolanda Rayside, Vice President Public Relations, Grace Pemberton, Sergeant at Arms, Cesar Azu, Treasurer John Clowder, and Secretary Jasmine Pemberton. And of course, our achievements for this present year was again, President Distinguished Perfect 10, 2020 to 2021. Thank you, Toastmaster.
A round of applause for Corinne Walkman, please. Thank you, Corinne. Like I told you, she is one of the most organized persons I've ever had the opportunity or the privilege to work with. And thank you for that presentation. We all love to have fun. We all love to laugh because it brightens our day. And the next person I'll be calling on to is someone that's gentle, kind, articulate, and humorous. He is a past president of this club. And I believe you've been hearing about Pemberton, Grace Pemberton, Jasmine Pemberton, and he is from the Pemberton family. Just put your hands together as I bring before every single one of us our joke master for today, none other than Melvin Pemberton. Good morning, Melvin.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmasters, for those kind words. Hello, everyone. Good morning. And again, congratulations on our 19th anniversary to all. My job is to entertain you, as the Toastmasters have said. So let me start right off the bat. I'm going to talk about a farmer who was a Toastmaster. He was able to accomplish his DTM. Doing so, he was very, very happy. And he started thanking God. But he did something that was very strange. He taught his horse that on saying, thank you, God, the horse would move. And by saying DTM, the horse would stop. So he got it down pat. He went to a party one day and got very drunk. After the party, he got on the horse and he said, thank you, God, and the horse took off. He said it again, thank you, God, and the horse picked up speed. He realized, like Toastmasters, he was on the wrong path and he was coming up towards a cliff. My fellow Toastmasters, he panicked. He forgot the magic word to stop the horse. He said, whoa. The horse kept going. He said, stop. The horse kept going. Just before he got to the edge of the cliff, he remembered the magic word, which was DTM. So he hollered, DTM. And the horse stopped right at the edge of the cliff. He was so happy. Like the day he got his DTM, he hollered, thank you, God. All right, I hope some of you got the joke. Moving right along. When I first came to this country, I was very innocent. So I went to visit a friend of mine. He told me, go to the refrigerator and bring me a cartoon of orange juice that you're gonna see in the refrigerator. So I went to the refrigerator, opened the door. A minute went by. He hollered at me, what taking you so long? I said to him, shh, be quiet. I'm concentrating. Ladies and gentlemen, the orange juice said concentrate. So I thought I was supposed to be concentrating. I knew nothing about exactly what the orange juice was talking about. That's how innocent I was. So I went, opened the refrigerator, looked at the orange juice. He said to me, concentrate. And that's exactly what I was doing, concentrating. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last joke. And this is a reality. I caused 2 of my friends to get arrested when I first came to this country. That's how innocent I was. We went on a farm to steal some pineapples. Someone called the cops. And so when we heard the siren, we ran into the barn. In that barn, they had some pigs, some cows, and some sacks of potatoes. So one of my friends went behind the pig. Another one ran behind the cow. And I ran behind the sack of potatoes. So the police came into the barn and shined the light on the pigs. And my friend was so smart, he said, oink, oink. The cop said, oh, that's just some pigs. He shined the light on the cow. And my friend said, moo. And the cop said, oh, that's just some cows. Finally, he shone the light on the potatoes. I was so innocent. I had absolutely nothing to say. I said, potatoes, potatoes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for entertaining or giving me the opportunity to entertain you. Carry on, have fun. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Melvin Pemberton, for that session. I was going to say, DTM Melvin Pemberton, but I don't want this event to end. So that's why I just said Melvin Pemberton. But we appreciate you for bringing the life and the fun to our 19th year anniversary. Yes, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Are we all excited about our 19th anniversary? I am. I'm excited. Please, you could drop in emojis to show your excitement. Yeah, I can see you. I can see you all giving me the waving. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll be calling on someone, but before I call on our next, the next person on our agenda, I'd like us all to think about creativity, think about colorfulness, think about the yearning for growth, and think about the essence of today's event. The next person on our agenda is someone that's came into this club, and ever since she joined this club, she's someone that I've personally seen who has gone through the growth journey in one of the most rapid way, just because she's always yearning and willing to grow. And today we will be having the pleasure of her being our general evaluator for this memorable occasion, this memorable event of ours. Fellow Toastmasters, guests and friends, please join me as I bring forward Eula Beckford, who's going to be our general evaluator for today's event. Eula, please.
Hello, hello, hello again, and welcome each and everyone. My name is Eula. I am the general evaluator for a fabulous and exciting meeting today as we celebrate our 19th anniversary here at Toast of the Bronx, where we say TOB is always the place to be. My duty is to report what I observed before and during the meeting. When called upon, I will definitely give my report as to what I think went very well and what can be improved if improvement is needed at that time. However, one thing I cannot do is complete this role alone. Therefore, I have a team that's assisting me, and they are called functionaries. The first one is our grammarian / our counter, and that person is none other than Caesar Azu. He is responsible for giving us the word of today. Our word of the day is mindset. The sentence with that mindset is investing in oneself is the best way to find success. He will give a report when called upon, and he's also the R counter, which means he counts the R's and ums and filler words. The next person on the agenda is Ebony Washington, who is our timer for the day. Here at Toastmasters, one of the things we learn is time. We learn how to keep time. Her job is to time our table topics, which is 1 to 2 minutes, and show 3 different cards. The green card at a minute, yellow card at a minute and a half, red card at the 2-minute mark, letting you know it's time to wrap up. For the prepared speeches, for the icebreaker 4 to 6 minutes, she does the same thing again. Green at 4 minutes, yellow at 5, and red at 6. For our speaker, it also entitles the same thing. Along with that, we have an evaluator. One of our evaluators is the illustrious Jasmine Pemberton. The evaluator has the job of assisting the speaker in helping them to realize the points that need improvement and encourage them to keep the well-placed points, letting them know what they did very well. At the end of the meeting, each of us will give our report as to what has happened during that time. Thank you very much. I will return when called upon, and I return the mic back to our host, Dapo Ibrahim.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. We appreciate that. So as you can all hear, even though we're celebrating our 19th anniversary, we still have our police who's watching you for your pulse feelers, your R's and M's, and also let's all make use of the word of the day in all of our various speeches. Have you ever been called on by someone, a random person, maybe a friend, a family, or maybe your boss, and asked a question, and you have to provide a response in barely a matter of seconds, and you have to provide a thoughtful response? Well, this next section is a session that we are all familiar with because we are all Toastmasters. And this is one of my favorite sessions because this is where I get to learn how to be able to think on my feet and provide a thoughtful response between 1 or 2 minutes. But the person that will be anchoring the session is someone that I can remember the very first time he stepped on stage and he gave his first speech in TOB. And comparing him to now, it's like two different individuals. It's like two completely different individuals. And we will all have this privilege to experience him and call our table topic session. He's someone that, if you want to think about technology, programming, and just being innovative in as far as the 21st century is concerned, just think about this gentleman. And fellow Toastmasters, please join me as I bring forward our table topic master for today, Roy Havernick. Please put your hands together for Roy Havernick.
Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests and members. Here we are. We finally are here at our 19th anniversary open house. It's taken some time to be here. I'm your co-chair, which means that I basically had a part in coordinating this. And if you would have told me when I signed up for Toastmasters that I'd be doing something like this, I'd be saying that you're out of your mindset. So today I am also, coincidentally, your table topics master. And coincidentally, also how I started my career here at Toastmasters. Now, it's something that could be a little nerve-wracking, but once you start getting used to it, it actually becomes really fun. Before I do that, I just wanted to read an excerpt that I found from an author called Walt Whitman. And this is an excerpt from his book, Leaves of Grass, just to get everybody thought-provoking. And I quote, "This is what you shall do. Love the earth and sun and the animals. Despise riches. Give alms to everyone that asks. Stand up for the stupid and crazy. Devote your income and your labor to others. Hate the tyrants. Argue not concerning God. Have patience and indulgence toward the people. Take off your hat to nothing known or unknown, or to any man or number of men. Go freely with powerful, uneducated persons, and with the young and with the mothers of families. Read these leaves in the open air of every season of every year of your life. Re-examine all you have been told at school or in church or in any book. Dismiss whatever insults your own soul, and your flesh, very flesh, shall become a great poem and have the richest fluency, not only in the words, but in the silent lines of its lips and face, and between the lashes of your eyes, and in every motion and joint in your body. Now, this is something that really, really got me, because it really shows how much nourishing growth is all about. So now let's segue into the main topics master section.
Roy, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Just as a reminder, what I didn't mention, please, each speaker try and pin the timer. Our original timer for unforeseen circumstances was not able to attend. Ebony may not have the usual cards, so please pin the timer so that you can see the colors, so you'll know what your time limit is. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone, our timer for today is Ebony Washington. So if you can find her in the gallery, you can click on the three dots, I believe, and then pin her to the screen so you can see the cards. And so you'll have 1 to 2 minutes to answer a question that I asked. And what I'll do is I'll start with 2 members so people can get kind of the gist of what's going on. And then I'll call on a guest. So, any volunteers from our members? You can raise your hand or just unmute your mic. Or I could call somebody. Wallace. Wallace, well, you're not technically on the agenda, so I think we're okay with that one. So, no? Okay. Grace says no. We need another one. A fresh new face. Anyone?
Gloria Clark.
Gloria Clark? Is that it?
Yes.
Are you ready, Gloria?
Yes, I'll prepare to be ready. Thank you, Grace, I think.
Gloria, I'll ask the question twice, and if you need clarification, I'll do so. What is the difference between nature and nurture? What is the difference between nature and nurture?
Thank you for that question, Mr. Table Topics Master. What is the difference between nature and nurture? Nature is something that's all around us. We have to have the mindset to be in tune to recognize those things, and no matter how small, no matter how magnificent, it could be the giant sequoia trees, it can be a little tiny bird that's tending her little birds, getting to them. Nature is the beautiful scenery around us, the flowers, the smell of nature when summer, spring comes in. It could be in the winter time when there's snow on the ground or there's rain falling. We can smell that. Our 5 senses, our mindset just takes us to that area that we know we're enjoying nature, the thing that God has provided for us to enjoy. The idea of nurturing is that wonderful feeling that everyone has gotten at some time in life from their mom. Mothers are natural nurturers. They have the mindset to take care of their young, to provide for them. Not saying that the father is not there, but it's something about mom that's just great and wonderful. She has that wonderful way of holding you when you're small, taking care of you as you get older. Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master, for that question.
Round of applause for Gloria. Great response, great response. Difference between Mother Nature and Mother Nurture. That's great. Do we have another member that wants to participate? Antoinette, raise your hand. Are you ready, Antoinette?
No, I was clapping.
Oh, would you like to answer a question?
No, I'm not a member.
Okay, one more member, and then I'll call on a guest.
I saw a nomination for Miss Gill in the chat with her beautiful smile.
Okay, here I is.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm wonderful today. Thank you. I have a mindset of gratitude today. I'm feeling blessed. So give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay. If you were to plant an idea that would grow and spread across the world instantly, what would that be? If you were to plant an idea in the minds of people that would grow and spread across the world, what would it be?
Oh, God, thank you. Thank you. Greetings to everyone. Thank you for that question. You just touched my heart. The thought that came up is, of course, to go inward, to love yourself more, to think inward, to take care of your physical body more, to just nourish. God is within, so go inward. That is my thought of the day. There is so much inside of us, this beautiful body that God has given us that carries us every day, the physical, just to think the fact that you breathe without even, without anything. The other day I was thinking, how does urine get from all parts, the toxins and body waste get from all parts of the body and come gather in the bladder and come out? That is an amazing thought. God is amazing. I cannot see the timer, and I did pin the timer, but I could go on and on talking about the beauty of the human body. So my response would be to go inward. Thank you for that wonderful question. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Great response, Emily. Really loved it. Do we have time for one more? Do we want to do one more? Okay, we'll do one more since we're running out of time. So you guys see how it's done? And if you could use mindset again, remember, we'll call on a guest now. Any guests that have been nourished enough to participate and be bold enough to try to answer a question. You can raise your hand or just unmute your mic. Oh, we got my dad here. This is Theodore BRONX.
Hi, everybody. So give me a nice, easy question.
Well, some of these are thought-provoking. So take your time. You have 1 to 2 minutes. If you were to exist as a plant and not a human being,
Go ahead. What?
If you were to exist as a plant
and not a human,
which plant would that be and why?
Let's see, it would definitely be a perennial, not an annual, because in a year, an annual's gone. But a perennial comes back over and over again every year, as long as you take care of it. You water it, you feed it, you make sure it has the right amount of sun. So if I were to come back as a plant, it would definitely be a perennial plant. But perhaps even like a blue spruce, so that in about 100 years, they could cut me down and put me in front of Rockefeller Center and adorn me with lights and ornaments, and everybody could come and see me. How's that? Is that a minute?
Just about, but great response.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you, folks.
Round of applause, everybody.
Yep, I see them. They're clapping for me. Thanks, folks.
Okay, so I'm not sure if should we end it at that? We're running a little bit out of time. Yep, so we'll call it a day there. It's been my pleasure to be your table topics master and your fellow co-chair for this event. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Oh, no,
Good
don't
job,
leave.
Roy.
Stay with us, please.
Excuse me?
Yeah, just
stay with us, please.
No, I'm
Thank
sorry, I
you
couldn't
so
hear you.
much.
Talking.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tabletop speaker. As you can all see, this looks like a setup. I don't know, he came with a plan. And there's something about people that are working with a plan. They just come in and they just do stuff. And you're just like in between, just like, what's going on? What's the next thing? What's going to happen? And you could just tell that he came with a plan and the plan did not fail. And this is why TOB is the place to be. But I guarantee you all that you haven't seen nothing yet, because we still have more stuff coming your way. And we will be diving into our only prepared speech session. We'll be going to the prepared speech session. We have a speaker who will be delivering an icebreaker in today's event. And you all know that we love having icebreakers at our event, because it's just like the theme of today's event. We're talking about nourishing growth, but before the growth even starts, it starts with a birth. And the icebreaker is you giving birth to yourself on a new path, because you are embarking on this journey, and the icebreaker is your very first step. And we are more than privileged to have someone who's going to be giving her first speech at our 19th anniversary. I think you all should be proud of these, because I am proud of these, and I believe the speaker is also proud of these. But before calling on the speaker, I would like to bring forward her evaluator, who will be telling us the expectations of the speech. So the person who will be—
Hey, Dapo.
Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt. When should we ask the people to send the best table topics?
Oh,
I think we skipped over that.
Okay. We have a tradition. We have 3 table topic speakers. Please reach out to the table topic master via chat and just let him know who you think gave the best table topic speech. You could do that right away, please. I'll give you like 30 seconds to get that done while I have a glass of drink.
Roy, may you repeat the table topic speakers?
Sure, I put them in the chat as well. It's Gloria, Nellie, and Theodore.
30 seconds. Okay. That's it. TOB is the place to be. So let's bring it back. And I already spoke about our speaker for today, but before the speaker comes forward, I would like to bring forward her speech evaluator. Now, the speaker evaluator that we have today is someone that has won the speech evaluator contest on a district level. And we are more than honored to have you evaluate an icebreaker speech at this anniversary. So please join me in welcoming the most amicable, one of the most efficient human beings, both behind curtain and in front of the camera. There's something about this person that if you need something done, once you think about this person, just know that the thing gets done. You don't know how, you just know that it gets done. So please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Jasmine Pemberton as she gives us the expectation of our icebreaker speaker for today. Jasmine, please.
Thank you so much, Dapo, Mr. Toastmaster. It is a pleasure to serve today and be part of this wonderful meeting celebrating 19 years. But I'm so excited to be able to have the opportunity to evaluate Belle as she does her icebreaker speech. Each of our paths in Toastmaster come with projects, and each of those projects come with objectives. With the icebreaker, Belle's objective will be to introduce herself to the club and get a feel for speaking in front of the audience. She can choose any topic she likes, and her goal is to just speak within the timing guidelines and remember any of her personal objectives for her speech. we are looking forward to hearing it. The title of Belle's speech today is Introduction of Myself. And I look forward to it coming forward. Mr. Toastmaster, will it go back to you or will it go from me straight to Belle?
Back to me, please. Thank you.
Okay.
And thank you for that. Thank you for giving us the expectation. So fellow Toastmasters, please join me in welcoming Belle Chica Munoz as she presents our icebreaker speech, Introduction of Myself. Introduction of myself, Belle Chica Munoz, please.
Good morning, all. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Dapo Ibrahim, for that sweet introduction. So my name is Belle Chica Munoz, and you may call me Belle. I am from the Dominican Republic. I am bilingual. Spanish is my native language. I am the oldest of 3 siblings. I am 43 years old. My brother Lisbeth is 34 years old. My sister Ashley is 28 years old. And Jose is also 28, but he's a few months younger than Ashley. They were all born in New York City, contrary to me. I am a single mom of 2 amazing, handsome men. Seth, being my firstborn child, who is 25 years old, is now living independent, and he's pursuing a degree in electrical engineering. Brian, my youngest, is 24, and he is currently working as an emergency medical service. Both of my boys are also musicians. Seth plays the drums, and he taught himself how to play guitar, and Brian plays the guitar and the bass. I have been at my current job for 17 years, wearing many hats. I started in the field as a marketing rep, conducting seminars in doctors' offices and public events such as health fairs and Black parties, assisting individuals and their families and enrolling them into an affordable or free health insurance plan. I then applied to work within the same company and the medical pre-certification team. And this position was in the office. I worked in this position for a few years, and I also got to assist other departments meanwhile. Then I got a promotion, which is my current position now. I am a team lead to the non-clinical staff in the maternal child services department. I work with high-risk moms. I recently just graduated in 2020 with an associate's degree in healthcare management, and I am looking forward to continue my higher education. I arrived to the United States when I was 12 years old. I spoke 0 English. It is why I had to repeat my 7th grade in junior high. I've been struggling with culture and language ever since. Being from a third world country and having immigrant parents that also spoke little English added to the challenges adapting to the American culture. As the older sister, I had to help out with my siblings in house chores. And even though I was in school, it was not my first priority to focus on education. I had insecurities as a result. I have joined TOASTMASTER. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm sorry. I have joined TOASTMASTER so I can continue to improve my communication skills, work through my insecurities, and enhance my public speaking. A fun fact about me is that I have 2 birthdays. In my home country, my birthday is when my parents take me down in person to register me, and not when I was actually born. In my case, my real birthday is in May, but my parents registered me in June, which is 1 month later. I get to celebrate two birthday TV series. It was aired on 2017. Bruce Miller created it based on the dystopian novel published in 1985 by a Canadian author, Margaret Atwood. The show won even a Golden Globe Award in 2018 for Best TV Series in the genre. You know, phrases that stand out in the show that I use for fun with my friends sometimes is the standard greeting that they use in this show. They say, bless the fruit. It's like saying hello. And then the traditional reply is like, may the Lord open or under his eye. And lastly, I love it when they say, praise be. I love nature, and my favorite season is autumn. I enjoy how the color of the tree changes in this season. My favorite part of the American culture is our First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Back home, I am control of how much I can say, as my parents view freedom of speech being disrespectful in a way. What I hope to get from Toastmaster are the tools, techniques that allow me to express myself openly and clearly, to be perceived respectfully in a positive manner. Thank you.
Put your hands together for her, please. That was awesome. And thank you for doing this, for giving this icebreaker speech. Let's take 1 minute to give feedback via chat. Let's make use of the chat before I bring forward her evaluator. So let's take 1 minute, please, to give her our feedbacks.
Mr. Toastmaster, point of order. I saw Bell had some transmission problems, so if we may be having transmission issues, so if everyone could turn off their video, that will help in the transmission. If you don't have to be on camera.
Okay, thank you for that. Timer, please. 1 minute. And we have a DJ in the house.
He's muted.
Where's our DJ, Sandra? I need to.
Thank you. Anybody else needs more time? I believe we're all good to go. This is the only club in District 46 that has a DJ. You all didn't get that. This is the only club in District 46 that has a live DJ. And we are honored to have you. Thank you, Sandra.
Yes, yes, yes.
Have you ever met people say things like, I'm nervous when it comes to public speaking, and they come into the club and that's the first thing they tell you. And over time, these people evolve to become one of the most seasoned speakers you've ever met. I've seen that happen countless number of times in Toastmasters, whereby people come in and they tell you they're nervous, but then when they give their icebreaker, you're like, nah, you got something up your sleeve. But we are beyond grateful for that icebreaker speech. And I would like to, at this point, call on the speaker evaluator to give us her feedback on our speaker for today's, on our speech for today. Jasmine, please.
Thank you so much again, Mr. Toastmaster. And Belle, thank you for your courage and for your excellence in preparing to give your icebreaker speech today. It was wonderful to learn more about you as a brand new member of the club. Sometimes our mindsets when we jump into an organization like Toastmasters is to really take our time before we get our feet wet, and we spend a lot of time on the sidelines before we get into the mix. But Belle is less than a month into the club and she's already hit the ground running, completing her first speech in a platform like this with so many guests and members. So Belle, we applaud your well done presentation of your icebreaker. Now, your objective is to introduce yourself to the audience, and I think that you met that objective very well. Even from your title, you let us know that you would be sharing information about yourself. We got to hear about your family, about your children, your siblings, your time before coming into the country, your time here, challenges you faced, all kinds of wonderful things that you made sure to mention to us. And I love that you were able to give us such a comprehensive scope of your life in what is really a brief amount of time. You only have 6 minutes to let us know the details you want to share. So your presentation was excellent. Your visual was excellent. You projected confidence, even though there were some technical issues. Sometimes that's out of our control with connection. Your presentation within the screen, your connection to the audience, you were engaged. And I believe that you used this platform really well. As you continue to work on more speeches, what I recommend for you is to perhaps decrease your pace some and employ pauses a little more so that we have an opportunity to take in the information you're sharing with us. You gave us a lot of information about yourself, and sometimes it was coming at a pace that was so quick that before we could fully digest or appreciate it, we were learning something else that was new, and we couldn't really sit in it and get to enjoy it. So I recommend slowing your pace some and pausing, especially, for example, one time as you were telling us about your profession, you said, I work with high-risk moms, and then you paused. And I was able to take in that fact and think about what that meant and admire the awesomeness that that must take for you to do that and make an impact in their lives. So more pauses, and then perhaps narrowing down the scope of what you share so that the audience is able to walk away with maybe 3 to 5 main things about you. And that way they won't have felt like there's a lot of information that they weren't able to recall, but instead they remember those 3 things that you focused on. But otherwise, I love the way that you attacked this objective. You made sure that you met all of the points. You presented with confidence, and I look forward to seeing your next presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Evaluator Jasmine Pemberton. Appreciate that. This is what Nourishing Growth is all about. If you want to grow, use those feedback to nourish yourself as you grow, as you continue to grow along your path. So thank you so much for that. And we are slowly going into the evaluation session. And this is the point where, remember I told everyone that we have some police, people checking on our grammars, our timing. They've been walking behind closed curtain. Well, this is the time we bring them all forward. And we will be calling on the general evaluator for today's meeting to bring forward her team as they evaluate this anniversary session in general. So please join me as I welcome our general evaluator for today, who is Eula Beckford. Please put your hands together as I bring her forward. Eula, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So far for today, I would say with a happy heart that we had a fantastic meeting so far, that it was engaging. We had a fantastic meeting with great participation and engagement from our members and guests. Our Sergeant at Arms, Caesar Zeus, started us on time. We had
Eula, excuse me, point of order. You're not to give your report just yet. You're calling on your team members.
Functionaries.
Yes, ma'am.
I apologize. I am just excited. I will call on the first functionary that I would call on to give their report is our grammarian, Countess Caesar Zoo.
Thank you, Eula. So according to my grammarian log, we had about 3 people that used the word of the day, which was mindset. Roy used it once. Gloria used it 3 times. That was excellent. And Neely Gail used it once. I didn't really hear no ahs, so which means that everybody's doing an excellent job and a good job and keep up the good work. And I'm going to report it back to you, Eula.
Thank you so much. The next functionary I would call upon is Miss Ebony Washington to give our timer report.
Thank you, Madam GE. And I want to thank all of our speakers today because you really helped me get into a celebratory mindset since this is our anniversary. Our time for the day was Gloria for table topics. Gloria, 1 minute and 26 seconds. Nelly, 1 minute and 31 seconds. And Theodore, welcome, 46 seconds. For our prepared speech, we had Belle, and great speech and an intro, 5 minutes and 34 seconds. And evaluation, perfectly done, Jasmine, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Thank you, Madam GE.
Thank you very much for those fantastic reports. Now, what I did earlier was not a mistake. Toastmasters teach us about making mistakes at our meetings and how to correct it the proper way. So a mistake is not always a mistake for us. Now I will finish my report and finish with the functionaries. Yes. Today we had laughter provided by our joke master. We had interesting table topics and questions with answers ranging from nature and nurturing to planting ideas of love and self-love around the world, reincarnating as an oak tree. Fabulous speech so far. Icebreaker was great, fantastic. I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure the rest of us enjoyed it. The mindset for this meeting was great. I think we had a wonderful meeting. I can't say there's anything specific to improve on to make it much more harmonious than what it was. And I am excited now to listen to our upcoming speaker talking about welcoming growth. And I now turn this part of the meeting back to our host so that we can get started with part 2. Thank you very much for letting me be your GE for this part of the meeting.
Thank you, Eula. You are beyond amazing. Thank you for stepping in. Thank you for doing an amazing job. And before we end today's event, we'll be having a toast. So please get your wine glasses ready before the end of the event. Not now though, not now, but before the end of today's event. So we'll be making a toast to TOB's 19th anniversary. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the favorite part of today's meeting. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The moment where we welcome each other to growth. And we have a keynote speaker who would be gracing this occasion with his articulate form of giving speeches. Our keynote speaker today is Escobi Onyanga, all the way from Nigeria, from Mary Club Toastmaster, Nigeria. He's a writer, a communication consultant, and before pivoting to communication, he trained and previously worked as a civil engineer. With his agency, Kuboid Communications, he helps organizations governments, and high net worth individuals achieve specific external communications and marketing objectives. Our keynote speaker, Kube Unyaga, possesses experience in diverse areas of communication, garnered over a decade of working in the film and television, marketing, communications, and event hosting industries. He is an alumnus of the Federal University of Technology, ULA. He is a member of the Learning and Development Network International and the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. Since 2013, he has been a member of Toastmasters International, maintaining memberships in Aso Rockstars Toastmasters in Abuja, Uyo Premier Speakers in Uyo, and Merit Toastmasters in Ikeja. I've been to one of their meetings and it's awesome over there at Merit Toastmasters. He has served and led in different capacities in various Toastmasters areas and divisions, and is currently the Secretary of Merit Toastmasters. He's a keen reader and he enjoys writing, running, and pondering on human psychology. Fellow Toastmasters, guests and friends, fellow well-wishers, please, at this very honorable moment, put your hands together and join me as we welcome our keynote speaker for this awesome anniversary event all the way from Nigeria, here in New York, a TOB grand event. Put your hands together for Kube Unyaga. Kube Unyaga, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dapo. Good morning, New York. I bring you greetings from Lagos, Nigeria. I'd also like to very specially thank the members and the executive committee of Toast of the BRONX Toastmasters and the planning committee for having me at this 19th anniversary open house event today. I'd like to very reverently acknowledge the presence of all distinguished district representatives on the call today. And to you, our most honored guests, thank you for coming. Today we celebrate Toast of the BRONX at 19. In most parts of the world, 18 is the age where an entity comes into his, hers, or its full agency. 18 is the year of maturity. And TOB, the place to be, has done 1 year better on 18. So I think congratulations to you. Congratulations to the BRONX. Of course, but I want you to remember that maturity does not mean that growth has stopped or has completed. Maturity actually means that growth, intentional growth, has just begun. I'll say that again. Maturity does not mean that growth has been completed. Maturity means that intentional growth has actually just started. When I was 18, 19, ladies and gentlemen, I want to personally, account it a privilege and honor, but very most especially, I count it a wonder that I was invited to speak to you today. You see, when I was 18 or 19 thereabouts, I was very quiet, quite reserved, and painfully shy. So what happened between that time and today? Growth. growth occurred. That's why I've come to speak to you today about growth, about nourishing growth, about nourishing intentional growth. Specifically, I'm going to share 4 things that I have learned and discovered in the course of my Toastmasters journey. Specifically, if you want to grow intentionally, you have to do these 4 things. Number 1, you must start. Number 2, you must commit. Number 3, you must persist. And the 4th one, number 4, of course, you must bloom. If this is your first time in a Toastmasters meeting, please do me this honor. Just indicate, give me a reaction, or just type in the chat box, first time. Anybody here for the first time in a Toastmasters meeting? Oh, no first timers here today.
Does it count if every day is a new experience for you?
The first time. Nice, nice. Aisha is the first time. Wonderful. Thank you for being such a great sport. And if you're a Toastmaster and you can remember the very first time that you walked into a Toastmasters meeting, can you just give a wave like this? Wonderful. You see, it was Mark Twain that said that the secret to getting ahead is getting started. And I can remember my own very first time in a Toastmasters meeting. That was about 8 years ago in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria, where I lived at that time. You see, in addition to being very shy, I was also a very disillusioned young man who was stuck in his engineering job, who couldn't find the courage to leave. So, mind you, I did not attend that Toastmasters meeting because I thought I could learn to speak. No, I attended because I couldn't remember the last time I had done something for the first time. And also, I thought that an evening spent listening to people who were better than me do the things that I admire wouldn't be a bad way to spend an evening. So I walked into a Rockstars Toastmasters and they invited me to respond to several topics. But I stood up, approached the lectern, and I stumbled through my response. And to my utmost surprise, those guys gave me a rousing applause and even went ahead to gift me a book and claimed that I gave the best table topics response. Now, looking back, I suspect it was a strategy of recruiting new members because it worked. I joined the club. And that's me taking that first step. That's number 1 step in growth. I started by joining the club and starting to give my speeches and starting out on my Toastmasters journey. However, by the time I had given my first 3 speeches from the Computer Communication Manual, I had grown the cojones to quit my job and set my sights on Lagos, where I had planned to start a new career in media and communications. But there was a complication. You see, back then, I was a mature young man who still had a lot of growing up to do. I was spending almost as much as I was making. So I didn't even have the funds to cater for that trip, for that move over to Lagos. So after packing my bags, I had to stop over in New York, my hometown, to meet my father and request financial support from him that would fund the move. Bad idea. Bad idea. He listened to me and allowed me to finish. And when I was done, he looked back at me. He said, So I spent money. I sent you to university. You graduated, you got a job, and you quit the job and came back to me to give you money to go to Lagos and write. What is it that you want to write in Lagos that can't be written in Abuja while you have a job? Suffice it to say, of course, I did not get that support that I wanted from him. So I was forced to stay back in Uyo for a year to work and earn the money that I needed by myself. By that time, mind you, I had already gotten a taste of what Toastmasters can give. I had given 3 speeches, and to all intents, it looked like my progress in the Toastmasters journey has stalled. What did I do? Then I had a light bulb moment that made me realize that that club I joined in Abuja, I was able to join that club because somebody found that club. And I decided to commit. That's the second thing. Number 2, the second point you must apply, you have to commit. And commitment simply means becoming dedicated to a cause or activity. And in my own case, I decided to start a club in Uyo so that I could continue my own Toastmasters journey of growth and also give the benefits of Toastmasters to the people of Uyo. I went online, I researched, I sent out messages, I made calls, and before long, I had a group of people who joined with me, and we found Uyo Premier Speakers Toastmasters Club. And on the 5th of August, 2014, that club received its charter from Toastmasters International. And 7 years later, it's still going on very strong. Soon, on the 13th of September, without actually getting the funds that I needed, I hopped on a plane, flew to Lagos, and started out on my new career in media and communications. I had arrived in Lagos. Lagos had many clubs, and I went around all of them before deciding to join one of the most excellent clubs in Nigeria. A club that has been a perfect 10 President's Distinguished Club all the 9 years it has been in existence. A club that is home to 7 active distinguished Toastmasters. I joined, it was fine, but life was happening. I experienced all the usual setbacks that someone who has moved to a new city and is trying to start a new life on a shoestring budget could face. Struggle to find work, struggle to be gainfully employed, a struggle to meet rent. There were a lot of things. I mean, there was a time that I hit rock bottom. I spent about 5 weeks in a small cubicle of a room in a slum with 5 other men who were petty-thieves and pickpockets. All because I had nowhere else to go. On 2 occasions, I had discontinued regular attendance at club meetings. The first was because I just could not afford to pay the dues, and I was ashamed to keep on going. Second time, I had to take a 9-to-5 job, and my own club meets on weekdays during the day, so I couldn't meet up with those club meetings. But then, that is why the point that I had to apply the number 3 strategy or ingredient of intentional growth. You have to persist. You see, even after you commit, life will not stop happening to you. You might move cities, you might lose your job, you might lose a loved one, you might even get divorced. But if you persist, you will prevail. And that's what I did. I didn't give up. And each time I stopped, I went back when things got better. Eventually, I found my feet, dropped down my roots, and of course, gained stability. This brings us to the number 4 point, which is to bloom. And to bloom simply means to produce flowers, to bear fruits. And I remember why I started or I attended my first Toastmasters meeting. It was simply so I could witness a nice evening of beautiful speeches given by other people. But this is me 8 years later. I have found my voice. I have gained personal confidence. I have made enduring friendships. I have earned business contacts. But the most important of them all is the fact that I have developed the capacity to show others how I got to achieve these things and help them to also achieve them. And this goes to reinforce the words of the international president, Toastmaster Helen Blanchard, who said that if you get out of Toastmasters all that there is to get out of Toastmasters, believe me, you will never get out of Toastmasters. So is there any guest on the call today who is looking to improve his or her public speaking skills or better manage and lead groups? Number one is for you. To get ahead, you have to get started. Is there any Toastmaster battling an initial challenge after starting on their Toastmasters journey? The truth is, you have to apply number two. You must commit. Commitment is the difference between interests and achievements. Then we'll move forward to the third set of people. Is there anyone battling unfortunate incidences in their Toastmasters journey? Incidences that tend to look like they are going to derail you from the railroad of your progress on your Toastmasters journey. Only one thing I can assure you will work. You have to persist. And trust me, as long as you persist, eventually, sooner or later, you're going to find your fit. And how about you, our distinguished Toastmasters? The ones who have arrived at the apotheosis of Toastmasters recognition. What about you? Number four. Number four is for you. My charge to you is to bloom, produce flowers, adopt mentees, and nourish their growth. No matter what level you might be, no matter what stage you might be on your Toastmasters journey, whether you're a guest, a new member, an accomplished member, I want you to know that no matter that level you are, to unlock the new level is always the next step. But then unlocking the new level is equal to setting a risk, because trying out a new thing implies risk. And people shy away from risk because risk implies that it's a possible failure. But I want you to remember that if you do not risk, you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you cannot be happy. And you are not, and if you are not happy, what else is there? Ladies and gentlemen, remember that if you can find it in you to start, commit, persist, and bloom, I will find it in me to say to you, congratulations. You are on your way. Welcome to growth. Back to you, Toastmaster.
A big round of applause for our keynote speaker for today. Thank you, keynote speaker Toastmaster Kubi Uyanga, all the way from Mary Toastmaster in Nigeria, representing the Green Nation. A round of applause again for him, please. And you've heard it from him. Welcome to growth. 3 key things: commit, persist, and bloom. So if you are a first timer here, I'm looking at you all, I'm looking at your faces. Remember what I said? Get started. That is the only way. And keep in mind, no risk, no growth, no happiness. And if there's no happiness, what else it is? What else there is? So, just like our icebreaker speaker for today, take that bold step and make things happen. Thank you once again, our keynote speaker, all the way from the Greenland. Next item, before we move into the next item of the agenda, we have an awesome guest amongst us. Our councilman is here, and I'd like us to welcome him in the TOB style. Councilman Fernando Cabrera. Please, if you have 1 or 2 speech or 1 or 2 things to share with us, we will be more than humbled to hear from you. Councilman.
Dapo, I think he left.
Oh, he left. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to look on my screen too. Okay, but we had him here. He graced us with his presence.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Grace. Now, this show goes on and it keeps getting better. Nourishing Growth, TOB, is the place to be. Who's having fun here? Just drop an emoji in the chat. Who's having fun? Because I'm having fun. I don't know about you. And remember, get your wine glasses ready because we will be making a toast to our 19th anniversary celebration. So get your wine glasses ready. I see some of you are already sipping on. So let's wait for the toast. Okay, before we get to that moment, we will be going into our breakout rooms. Because this is the session where we also get the opportunity to win fantastic prizes. And we will be breaking into 3 key rooms where we will engage ourselves in some activities, and a winner will emerge, and we will all win gifts because in Toastmaster, everyone's also a winner as well. So you have to participate though before you can win one of those fantastic prizes. So our Zoom master, can you please create those 3 breakout rooms? And also, please, before we forget, please take a moment to give feedback to our keynote speakers via the chat as well. You could put it in the chat. You could reach out to him privately. If you have been touched by his speech, please, please, please give feedback, because feedback is like the oxygen to leaders and great speakers, because they need to know that they've impacted our lives one way or the other. So please take a moment and give feedbacks to our keynote speaker as well. And our Zoom masters will be preparing to put us in 3 breakout rooms in the next 1 minute.
Hey, Dapo, I just wanted to maybe explain a little bit to everybody. They might be new to Zoom. So there's a button that pops up called Breakout Rooms, and you'll click on that. And from that, it says Join Breakout Room. And then you'll have a selection of 3 different rooms that you can join. And so we'll have one that is for trivia. The other one is a scavenger hunt, and the other one is Name That Tune game. So just wanted to give some information on that.
Okay, thank you so much, Roy. So the breakout room, as you said, if you go down on the base of your screen, you will see breakout room. You could choose to join one of those 3 rooms. The first room will be anchored by Sandra, the second one by Grace Pemberton, and the final one by Bill Butte. So please join those breakout rooms, engage yourselves, and win fantastic prizes. And we'll be back.
How do I get into my breakout room?
That's
Do I
also
leave the
the-
room?
Master,
How do I get into my breakout room?
How do the leaders get in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, so on a computer, beside the title of the breakout room is a blue word, join. It's a link. If you click join, it'll take you into the room of your choice. So Bill, you join TOB Trivia, and Sandra, you join the one that has your name, name that tune.
Where am I seeing this at?
We're just seeing who's in the room already.
Do you see the title of the room and the number of people in the room?
No, I don't. I don't see anything.
I
right
see
now.
the title with my name, but I don't see how to get in.
Okay,
Well,
beside the
actually, I'm
title.
sorry. You have to go over where the number is, Sandra, and then it says join. So
Yeah.
right across from your name, you'll see the number of people in the room, and then it'll when you go over with your mouse, it'll say join.
and also, could you please extend the time? Because it
I'm not
says 7 minutes to go now.
Yep, there was 10 minutes allotted for each room. So the timer began when the rooms opened. So this means that there are 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in each room.
Caesar, do you see it? I'm not seeing this.
Yeah, when you find the room
Oh.
name, Sandra, just go to the number. If you hover your mouse on top of the number, you'll see join. Just click on join.
Right. That's just it. I don't see that.
Sandra, let me see if I can manually add you
Yeah.
to the room of your choice.
Anyone else needs help in joining the breakout rooms? Because we all should be in the breakout room by now.
Caesar, you in?
Caesar, your mic is on mute.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in right now.
Okay.
Are you saying that your name will already be there? Because I don't see my name, maybe because I'm a guest.
No. If you go to the breakout rooms on the base of your screen, when you click on that, you will see like the white thing on the screen. On the base of the white thing, you will see 3 breakout room names. In front of those, you will see some numbers. Just hover your mouse on top of the number, and you will see join. Then you click on join. It takes you into your room of your choice.
Yep. Sandra, it looks like you're already partially entered your room. I'm not able to move you because you're already.
All right,
partially
so.
in. Let me see.
But I'm not. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Can we close all room and then start all over again? Because it's like 6 minutes to go and we still have people here.
We can if that is your choice, and
or we could just make sure
about
everyone
9
knows how to join because it's 6 minutes. Oh wait, let me see.
Do you see a blue pop-up, Sandra, that says join room? Because I just tried to move you to your room also, but it says you're not joined yet. So you have to, there should be like a blue pop-up on the bottom, probably right, where it says breakout rooms, and it should give you the option to join.
For any member in here, is anyone wanting to be assigned to a room?
Please let's all join one of the 3 rooms. Let's all join one of the 3 breakout rooms, please. Like at this point, no one should be in this place. Everyone should be in a breakout room by now.
Out of my room into another room. So
Okay, that did not go so well.
Okay, so can
That is
we,
10 minutes? That
yeah,
was
can we recreate another 10 minutes? Can we schedule another 10 minutes for another breakout?
Okay.
another five at least. That's
Yeah.
his best.
Yeah,
Does
because Sandra
everyone-
didn't even, I don't think Sandra had a session. Sandra couldn't get into our room.
So guys,
Oh.
I'm going to reopen the room. I've turned the timer off. I will manually bring you back into the main room. Could I get a confirmation from our Toastmaster at what time you'd like me to return people? It's 12:15 now.
12:15. Give us 7 minutes, please.
Okay, so at 12:22, I will manually return everyone to the main room. I'm going to open all rooms now.
Please, let's all join those rooms.
Is Sandra okay with joining? She okay?
Sandra,
Awesome. Gloria, is there a room that you'd like me to move you to?
I was in one. Can I go to another one?
Yep, you can go to whichever you'd like.
Okay. Take me into Name That Tune.
Okay. You should see something asking you if you'd like to join that room.
Oh, okay.
Kastub, is there any place that you'd like to go? Any of the breakout rooms?
Well, I don't have any fun in the trivia room, so any of the other two.
Okay. I will go ahead and send you to the Name That Tune. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. You should see something pop up on your screen asking you if you'd like to join that room, the Name That Tune room. Anyone in this main room? Would you like me to quickly send you? There's about 5 minutes left of breakout room fun. Would you like me to send you anywhere? Natasha, Larry, Loretta, Jesse, everybody's good?
Hey, Bill.
It's a Bill or Bell?
I'm sorry, Bill Butte.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and unmute your microphone, Bill.
I'm sorry. The answer,
So,
answer was C. For question
Okay.
number 8, the answer was C, Englewood, Colorado.
Kubi got it.
Okay.
All right. All right. And
Are we done?
I think that's it. Yeah, we're back in our main
Okay,
session.
I have some more questions. All right, that's great. No, I'm fine.
That was great. Thank you, Bill.
All right.
Sandra Murphy,
Mr.
if you,
Toastmaster, you are muted.
Sandra Murphy, you're gonna write a PhD on how to present music on Zoom. That's what
Yeah, I hope everyone had fun. My breakout room was fun and competitive. I can't wait to see who the winner is. Everyone was highly competitive.
Very highly competitive.
Who is the winner in our group?
All right, before we call on the winner, we have, I don't think John Clatter is in the meeting with us. So we will kind of double up.
Yeah.
We will go into introducing our guests. We'll have the guests introduce themselves, and we will be doing a gift giveaway. We will have Shawnee Howard give presentation to both the breakout room winners as well as the best recruiter. So while we're collating the list of the winners, I would just like to go around the room real quick and just call on our first timers to tell us their name and who invited them and what they think about the event so far in like 20 seconds, like as brief as possible. And I will go according to how you all appear on my screen. The very first person on my screen is Donna Howard. Hi, Donna.
Hello. Hi, my name is Donna Howard. I'm here at Toastmasters. I'm here in Boston, Massachusetts. And Shante Howard is my daughter. That's why I'm here today. Nice to see you all.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you. The next person on my screen is Nicole Howardson.
Well, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. I am so excited. I love Toast of the Bronx. It definitely is the place to be. So welcome to everyone.
Thank you. And who invited you, please?
Oh, our awesome president, Wallace Boyd.
All right, we're taking note though. The next person on my screen is Kathy Blount. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. You know, whenever TOB, the place to be, sends out the invite, Kathy B is always there at the place to be. Love you guys. Toast to the Bronx. You're the best.
And who invited you, please?
Toast to the Bronx Club. Every member there.
Okay. All right, we'll get 1 point for that. 1 point for everyone.
Okay.
Okay, the next person on my screen is Carl Stubble. Forgive me for that.
No, that's okay.
Carl
You got it.
Stubble. Yeah.
My name
Please
is
tell us your name and who invited you.
My name's Kaustubh. I invited myself. I was in touch with someone whose phone number shows up on your Toastmasters webpage. I didn't get her name, but I contacted her about 2 weeks ago, and she has diligently and most courteously shared. That was Grace. Okay, thank you. So yeah, okay. So yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. The presence is amazing. The next person on my screen is Pam Judd. Once again, we're back to you, Pam Judd.
Yes, hello, everybody. It's just great to be here. And there's a lot of things that you're doing today that I'd like to bring back to our advanced club that I'm very impressed with. I just want to recognize Grace for reaching out. I'm so glad you had my current email, and then I'm able to be here today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pam Judd. Thank you for giving birth to TOB. We appreciate you for that. The next person on my screen is Olawale Thomas. Your name and who invited you, please.
Yeah. Olawale Thomas is my name. I was invited by Kubi Uyanga. I've had fun today. I've been laughing since. You can see my face on the screen. Good to be here. Talks of the Bronx. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Olawale. The next person is Gloria Clark.
Thank you. I was invited here by Grace Pemberton. I'm having a wonderful time. I also am in contact with Sandra Murphy, and it's a beautiful program. I congratulate you on 19 years and go on for another 20 years if you can. God bless.
Thank you, Gloria. I appreciate you. The next person on my screen is Natasha Murphy.
Good morning, everyone. So glad to be here celebrating with you all for 19 fantastic years of Toast of the Bronx. I am Sandra Murphy's daughter, so she is my connection to TOB, and I can definitely say that TOB is the place to be. So again, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you, Natasha. The next person on my screen is Jessie. Jessie. Hi, Jessie. All right, I'll just move on to the next person. Galaxy S10e. All right. Then I'll move on to the next person again. We got a lot of Galaxy here. We have Galaxy A01 as well. And the next person is
Excuse me.
Oh, Jesse, you're back?
Yes, I was trying to find my mute button.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jessie Moore. I was invited by Grace, and I am a member of Toastmasters Changing the World, which is located in Los Angeles.
Thank you.
I have really enjoyed the meeting, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Larry Stahl, can you please tell us your name and who invited you?
Hello, everybody. My name is Larry Stallworth. Belle from New York, she invited me, so I'm here to represent her. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks for joining us. Natasha Paswad, you're next. Please tell us your name and who invited you.
I think she may not have the mic set up.
Yeah,
but she did write in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Okay, so yeah, you could also do that. Yeah, you could do that as well. You could type it in the chat. So, but we love to hear your beautiful voices and also see your beautiful faces, because we appreciate you. The next person on my screen is Tittle Morgan. Could you please tell us your name and who invited you?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tittle Morgan, and I was invited by Corinne Workman.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your presence. Thanks, Corinne. Welcome. The next person on my screen is Yolanda Rayside. Hi, Yolanda.
Yolanda's our Vice President of Education.
Yeah,
good to see you, though.
Oh, good to see you, though. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't heard from you all day. That's what I was. Okay, the next person on my screen is Antoinette C.
Tony Clay.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I was invited by Grace Pemberton, and I am having a good time. This is a wonderful club. You guys have a wonderful sort of, like, you create a very welcoming atmosphere, and it's just so nice. And thank you so much for the invitation, Grace.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming, Antoinette. I appreciate your presence. And Mamodu Sawane. Tell us your name and who invited you, please. Hi, Mamadou.
Mamadou Sawanez, he was one of our presidents before. Hi, Mamadou.
All right. All right, we will move on to the next person. Oluwafumilola Ifebogun. Please tell us your name and who invited you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Olufunlola Ifebogun. Toastmaster Kubi Iyanga invited me. I'm a Toastmaster, married Toastmaster from Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Oluwa.
What a beautiful name you have. I love your name. Oh my goodness. Does it have any particular meaning?
Yeah.
Oluwafumilola means God has given me wealth.
Oh.
Oh. So I'm a wealthy woman.
All right.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. That's a very beautiful name. Actually, that's my mom's name, but my mom is Oluwafumilayo. So it's the short form is the same. But thank you for gracing us with your wonderful presence.
Yeah.
Did I miss anyone? You could also look through the chat. I hope I didn't miss anyone.
Missed one person who just joined again.
Oh.
Thank you, Miss Neely Gill.
Norma.
Neely Gill.
Hi. Oh yeah. Yeah, we were saving the best for last.
It's such a good meeting that my dog wants to be in the meeting too.
Oh.
How are you guys doing?
We good. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, tell us who invited you. I feel like I know who invited you, but please tell us who invited you.
Well, my son Roy invited us.
Roy, of course.
Yeah. But we're not very good with. Well, I'm good with the Zoom, but my husband is not very good with the Zoom. So he was sneaking out my Zoom. So it was like you saw probably what was going on. So
yeah, you guys are wonderful. This is a setup. I can smell a setup. You guys are planning a takeover in this place.
So that's a two for one because they're on the same Zoom.
That's what I'm saying.
He wanted to get his own opinion on the Zoom, but then I said, you have your own Zoom. Go get it. You were invited too. So then
awesome.
He was so that doesn't want to meet that he doesn't know anything about electronics. So he's embarrassed to admit it. So he was sneaking on my Zoom.
We are all learning. We are learning. Yeah.
Thank you guys. We appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for gracing this wonderful anniversary with this anniversary event with your presence. We love you. We appreciate you. If you're a first timer, please remember the keynote speaker session. Remember to get started. Whatever it is that you want to do, always remember that your first step counts. Don't spend too much time thinking about too many things. Just take the first step, because no risk, no growth, no happiness. If there's no happiness, what else it is? So remember, commit, persist, and bloom. And this is my final moment as the host for today's meeting before I finally hand over to Shanti Howard. Did you all have fun?
Yes.
Are you all excited?
Yes.
All ready for the toast?
Yes.
Then I think I've done my job.
Hey, Dapo, really quickly, can we just hear from Neely Gill and Marie Thompson? I think we missed them on the list.
Oh, hi, Marie Thompson.
And good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Happy anniversary to all of you, invited by Grace. Good evening to all of you, and wishing you many more anniversary.
Thank
you so much. Thank you for joining us. And who else did I miss? Please.
Thank you,
My
Jasmine.
screen is not showing everyone. Who else again, please?
Neely.
Me.
Neely Gill. How you doing, Neely?
Wonderful. And I'm having a wonderful time. I've been before. I always enjoy myself here. And congratulations, you guys. Carry on. I'm on your mailing list, but the person that invited me was Sandra Murphy. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you. We love your presence. Thank you so much. And I'm happy. I'm just happy. I'm excited about this anniversary event. Thank you so much for being so wonderful, for your wonderful faces. I just want to thank the president. I want to thank all the committee members that made this happen. I want to thank our club executive. I want to thank our past district governor, Pam Jude, as well, for initiating TOB for what it is today. I want to thank our PQD, our past Program Quality Director, Grace Pemberton, in the house. If you don't know Grace, I'm sure you all do know Grace because Grace is so versatile. She is like, you know, if you're in the army and you need like the last resort, like the torpedo thing, just go to Grace, boom, everything gets done. She is just like, she's one of the strongest backup that this club has ever had. And I'm privileged to have worked her on so many levels. I'm privileged to have learned from her from so many levels. Everyone, I just don't have enough words to appreciate you. Everyone that signed up for role, from our joke master to our table topic master, to our speakers, our speech evaluators. Just want to thank every single one of you, and also our keynote speaker. Thank you for coming all the way from Nigeria to New York.
Wow.
For delivering this resounding speech. We appreciate every single one of you. And I will, at this point, hand over the meeting to Shante Howard, who will be presenting us with the winners that we have for today's anniversary. Are you all excited, please?
Yes.
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Please give Shante Howard a big round of applause as she comes here. Drop emojis, clap, turn on your microphone, and just bring her forward, please.
Yes.
Shante,
All the information. The winner.
Congratulations, you guys.
You know, there's nothing better than being the bearer of good news, and that's
Exactly.
what Shante Howard is. She's the bearer of good news.
I am the very good news. So hi, everybody. I am Shante Howard, and I am one of Toast of the Bronx's newest members, hailing to you all the way from California. So it's really early. But I have that information that you all have been waiting for. So drum roll, please. The winner of the scavenger hunt was Neely Gill.
Oh, congratulations, Neely.
Congrats. Yes.
And the winner of the trivia was Chandra.
Chandra, congratulations, Chandra. Nice.
And the winner of Name That Tune was Ebony Washington.
Woohoo, Ebony, great job. All right.
And last but not least, the winner for Best Recruiter for today goes to none other than Grace Pemberton.
Woohoo! Yay! Thank you.
Yes, and I believe there are prizes. I'm not sure who has that information. Is that
John?
Jasmine?
Mail them.
Okay.
John. Will email them.
Okay, well, John will contact you all with your prizes. And so I will now turn the meeting over to our president, Wallace Boyd.
Just one note real quick. Should we get everyone's information just so their email address, you know, that type of stuff?
Yes, please. You could send it in the group chat.
For all the winners, we have their contact info. That was Chandra, Neely Gill, and Ebony. We have their contact information, so we're all set.
Oh, that's right.
And the best recruiter as well.
Awesome. Yes.
And also, for those of you who are interested in membership, you can email our Vice President Membership, Ebony Washington, at ebony.washington@gmail.com.
Wallace, I'll add it to the chat.
Okay, yeah, she's putting in the chat for you. All right, great. Well, as the president of the club, it's always such an honor to come here. I'm always so amazed and so inspired by what I hear at these meetings. I always take notes. I just want to acknowledge Belle for an absolutely fantastic speech. I am going to look forward to your growth, because you will even improve. You will find a way to improve in your leadership and your delivery if you keep giving speeches and follow your track and take on leadership roles in the organization, in the program itself, as well as in the club itself. We, by the way, are having our elections in next week for this club. Our term will end at June, at the end of June. So we'll have our officer installment at our second, on the third Saturday, our second meeting in June. No, in June. We should have our club officers by next week, and we'll install them in June, because we have to have our listing into the district office by June 30th. So we'll have to do a lot of stuff in the next month. But I have every confidence. I have contacted people on the side about running for office. The club needs your leadership skills. It is a great opportunity for growth. As our speaker said today, without risk, you cannot grow. Without risk, you cannot grow. So stepping into a leadership role is risky, but I can assure you that if you are determined to do the best you can, you will grow in ways that you have never imagined. I myself would never have thought I would be at the helm of this club, and it has such a fantastic result. We're President's Distinguished. What a great program we had today. I am so proud to be the president of Toast of the Bronx. I'm so proud that we had a speaker from across the globe, Kubi, to come, who himself has started clubs. And the great part about what Kubi said was he was working while he was doing all of this. He was getting his start in life. So you don't have to have a perfect life in order to be a leader in any Toastmasters organization. In fact, that's what I learned by me coming here and having things to do for the club. I learned how to have very clear priorities at work. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Kubi, for sharing that wonderful message about growth and persistence and learning to live. So thank you. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yes.
And much success to you in your journey. You know, you are young and you have so many more fantastic things you're going to do in the world. We're going to hear that name, Kubi, many times in the world. And just remember, you saw him first here at Toast of the Bronx, okay? Just remember that. All right? Just remember that. And also just welcome to all. Oh, we have India with us. Thank you so much, Kastu, for coming with us today and being with us today. We have California here. We have New York here. We have the Caribbean here. And Sandra, I have to say to you, Sandra, you are the pioneer in this area.
Yeah,
You are the pioneer in this area of being a DJ in Zoom meetings. You are a pioneer. If you decide you're going to share what you have learned, people are going to be, let's do it. So bravo to Sandra for being the innovator and the pioneer.
Thank you.
And of course, you know, this program would not have existed without Dapo and Roy at the helm of this organization. Now, I have to say, Grace is that great behind the scenes kind of leader, right? She's like there gently prodding you in the right direction, but she's happy to hand you the baton. So she's such a great coach for this club. So thank you.
She is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture.
That's that's right.
Mother Nurture.
And she's a strong Mother Nurture, I have to say. She's a very strong Mother Nurture. So we're so lucky to be in this club with everyone here, all the leaders. I do want to just give, now who is do you want to announce who our Table Topics winner is, Roy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So for our Table Topics winner, we're going to do a little drum roll. And it was a very close tie between these two individuals, Theodore and Gloria, but won by one vote, and it was Gloria for the day.
Oh,
a round of applause for her.
Congratulations.
Thank you. God bless you. Appreciate it.
All right, awesome, thank you. So you see, it's a very high level in this organization, but just keep on talking and you'll reach that level as well. So I've already been warned that I have overrun my time, and so I will close this meeting. I just want to put a call out to, I do want to offer Nicole Howerton, our area director, anything she would like to say at this moment about Toast of the Bronx and Area 22, and anything you would like to say, Ms. Nicole. Go ahead.
Most certainly. Thank you so much. I am so excited and enthralled to be here. I just want to congratulate you all. I'm the Area 22 Director and Division A Director-elect, and I want to extend my congratulations to an amazing 19 years to TLB, and cheers to many more. I'm sharing my screen, and I hope you can see the certificate of recognition that I am issuing to you all.
Oh, thank you.
I and the district truly commend you on a fabulous, all the years that you have given back to your community. You exude the values of Toastmasters, integrity, respect, service, and excellence. An empowering mindset is one where we are focused and committed, and you all have consistently shown that. And I just love this club, and I just love everyone here. And I just want to present this to you. Congratulations on your achievement as a top 10 President's Distinguished Club. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, yay.
And for your stellar support for your community. So that's it. I know we're at the end. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Nicole. Nicole was the person who got me the statistics for this club, and it says that we are at 75.7% retention. We do that by giving great programs, getting people to speak. Let's look forward as you, as a leader of this organization, step into the challenge of making our retention 80%. You know, let's make it even more attractive for people to be in Toast of the Bronx. And the only way that happens is if you say yes to leadership. So I'll be in contact. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It's been wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead.
Toast.
Oh, we're going to toast. Well, I have. Well, let's do a toast for Toast of the Bronx. I have a little bit of water left in my glass here. So everybody grab your glasses, your cups, your coffee, whatever you might have. Sandra, you gonna put on some music for us?
Yes, I am. I certainly will.
All right. So while Sandra's getting the music together, we're gonna get our glasses together. Every day, I remember my great-grandmother taught me the importance of giving people a drink when they come to your house after a long day. I prefer water, I think, but you know, you can do whatever you want. So anyway, without further ado, go ahead, Sandra. You're gonna give, well, let me make the toast first, and then you can play the music as we're drinking. Okay, so to 19 years of success. To our leaders, Pam Judd, who started this organization, to our past presidents, and to our current leadership team, let's give a toast to the success of Toast of the Bronx. All right, go ahead. Cheers, everyone.
Salud. Cheers. Cheers.
Salud. We have to close the meeting, Sandra. We got to close the meeting.
Is this the POB party?
Let's close it and then we'll...
Bye, everybody.
All right. Sandra, I have to mute you. Unfortunately, we need to close the meeting. But Sandra just reminds us how important it is to make time to dance, right? You only live once in this life. And yes, we are over time, but we had to make a little time for celebration. So I'm going to pass the baton over to our great Sergeant at Arms who's leaving office. I hope he will consider rejoining as another office in Toast of the Bronx. Please take it away, Caesar.
Thank you so much, everybody, for participating on our 19th anniversary. I plan to see some more faces next year. And you guys have a good day. Stay blessed and happy Memorial Day. And now join this meeting.
Happy Memorial Day.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
That might have to dance.